Where did I fail, Scott?
It was there, the jump there as you entered.
Oh, before I got in?
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're back for another mock with my special guest, Mr. Scott from 2 Day Pass. Make sure you check him out. What's your channel again?
2 Day Pass.
On TikTok?
2 Day Pass.
You seem to remember.
And Instagram.
2 Day Pass, yeah. We're here today in Isleworth. A bit different today.
Yeah, Mark does not know this area at all.
Yes.
Right? It's the first time he's been here.
So I'm excited actually, I can't lie. So I'm in Isleworth and I'm also driving my car this time. So I don't think I've done a mock test where I'm driving my own car. So this should be interesting to say the least.
All right.
I hope I can do well. For the last video where Scott, he actually didn't do so great, but today, well, we'll see. He done a mock test earlier. So check out the other video on his channel for his mock test in Isleworth.
Right, yeah.
So
Okay.
I'll put the link on that in the description as well. So check that out.
Cool.
Should we start?
You ready?
Yeah, I am.
Alright.
I'm excited. Yeah, I am. Yeah, let's go.
You know the spiel. We'll be
I
driving
do.
for about 45 minutes. While the
Okay.
engine's off, I'll just flip this, not that I need to worry. So it's just onto the road. So we're driving for about 45 minutes. We'll be doing your reverse exercise at some point. We'll be doing roughly 20 minutes of independent driving. We will do a maneuver of some sort involving reversing and possibly a controlled stop.
Okay.
So if you're happy with those directions, instructions, and you're ready,
Yes.
start the engine, drive on, and I'll give you directions as we go.
All right. Okay.
This is it. Don't get scared now.
No, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. For now. Just looking around. This is a very unfamiliar area, so I'm just making sure there's nothing coming around here. Because I know you said there might be some mopeds coming from the left side or the right side, but it's clear.
Nice, yeah. So we've got a new company there on electric bikes, which are silent. So they come around that corner with no warning. So you've got to be very, very vigilant.
And then car parks, I always say, guys, keep it nice and slow, no more than 10 miles an hour. Some car parks say 5 miles an hour, but that's really hard to do.
Oh yeah.
It's almost impossible, but yeah,
You can
just
walk
try.
faster than that.
Yeah.
At the end of the road, turn left.
Okay, so mirror, left. Checking both sides. I'm just gonna wait here for a second, so I'm not sure how much space that learner car has. But just like they're okay. So then I can come out. And off we go. Still in gear 1 because the road is very short.
At the end of the road, turn left.
Mirror, signal left. And coming to a stop. Just
So
'cause I
used to
can't
having
see.
the sat nav on.
You know we're going there, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's alright, don't worry, I'm not going to get lost.
Alright, that's all right.
It's just I rely on the sat nav sometimes.
Even if you know where you're going.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like it's on all the time. It's weird.
Yeah. Okay, just checking the right on the roundabout. It looks like it's good.
Excellent.
And this car coming out. So sometimes people take long to come out, longer than you expect. So just until they're out of the way, don't think they're going to move out your way quickly. You just approach it slowly. Got this person with the door open. Check my right mirror to go around them, and then back to the center of my lane. A nice little car over there, or big car with the big wheels.
This car's very comfortable over the bumps.
Yeah.
I always thought the Fiestas were so good, or not so good, they are so good.
For the bumps and stuff.
For everything, Fiesta's a brilliant car.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until I got a Punto.
Right. Yeah,
Then I
it's
was
a
like,
huge
okay,
difference,
yeah,
huh?
you can tell the difference in the car.
We are in a Ford Fiesta for anyone that's wondering, and it's a super comfortable car. Very, very good for a first car.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Ford Fiesta EcoBoost.
Yes, the
'Cause
EcoBoost cool.
There is a difference.
Oh yeah.
I test drove the normal one.
Yeah.
Wasn't that great.
It's sluggish, really.
Very
isn't it?
sluggish.
Yeah.
Very sluggish. Yeah. Okay, just taking it nice and easy through here, going into gear 1, making sure that I've got enough space on both sides.
At the roundabout,
Yeah.
I'd like you to turn left.
Okay. Just keeping a nice distance between me and the car in front. I can see there's a car behind me as well, just so I'm aware of what's behind me. Checking my mirrors. Off the clutch on the biting point, and then gas as well.
Would you say that Ford are unreliable?
Not from my experience, no.
Not from my experience either.
So my girl had a Ford Focus from 2000, like it was made in 2009.
Mhm.
We had it for about 8 years, I think. No, maybe 7 years actually. 7 years or so. Didn't break down once. Had the same battery from the factory.
Right. How many years? 8 years.
About that. But it was older than that because we had it from 2009.
That's very good.
So we had it for 7 years, but we had no problem with it at all. The only problem was the bonnet. You know the bonnet when you have to use a key to open the bonnet?
Okay.
That I found that really annoying. I don't know why they did it like that, but this one you just use the normal lever, which makes it a lot easier. Yeah.
Okay, Mark.
Yes.
I didn't ask you the tell me question, so I'd like you to tell me, how would you have your headrest adjusted so it's in a safe position?
So you would adjust it so that the middle part is in line with your top of your ear. That way you should be, and you adjust it by pulling and pressing this button here and pulling up and down.
Lovely. I like how you set the middle part of the headrest.
Yeah.
Because the test sheet says the rigid part, which is super confusing, isn't it?
Yeah, because all of it's rigid, really.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so that makes no sense, really.
I'm just going to take it slow with this bus here because I can't see what's coming around the corner. Plus his signal's come off now, so which means he's probably going to put on the right signal. And he does, so I'm just going to wait until he moves. Check my left mirror to go back toward the middle. And off we go.
Good luck to anyone that's got their driving test coming up.
Yep.
You can do it.
You can. Just put in the practice and then just believe in yourself, right?
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah. So 20 mile an hour for a very long time. I know some people struggle with this. We were talking about this earlier, weren't we, Scott?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Some people like who?
Vent.
Some people like who?
Some people like myself.
Yeah.
I won't go off on one again. I'll try and bite my tongue. But yes, you're correct. 20 miles an hour. So it's very important that you stick to that speed limit.
And sometimes it's difficult, especially if the vehicle in front of you is doing faster than 20, right?
Oh yeah.
Because then you feel like you're going too slow, and then you can easily follow them without realizing.
Yeah, both the front and the back. You might have someone pressing, right?
So you're feeling like you're even going slower when you're actually going normal speed.
I believe in the States they call that crowding.
Okay.
I like that term. So someone might
You're
be
getting
crowding
crowded.
you.
Yeah.
So
Not tailgating.
Tailgating, yeah. I think tailgating. You know what? People might shut me down for this, probably because I was born and raised in Canada. But I do agree with a lot of the words that the States use, like, you know, aluminium.
Which way are we going here?
Aluminum. Roundabout, turn left.
Okay. Yeah, I think America, there's simplified things.
Yeah.
So sidewalk instead of pavement, because it's on the side where you walk, isn't it?
I like that.
Oh, you grew up in Canada?
Yeah.
So there's a van speeding down the road here. I'm just gonna wait for him. Check for any more cars. Here I'm looking for these cars that will block them like that car has.
Nice.
Then
So
I can
you
carry
block
on.
a car.
Yeah, but you got to see that before it happens, though. If you see it when it's happening already, it's too late by then. You got to see it. You got to see the car coming round before he blocks that other car, and then you can make a move. Just checking my right mirror here. Whoa.
Mark, I'd like to take the next road on the left, please.
Okay.
Just hope I haven't got lost. It is somewhere here. A bit further down.
Okay,
So
sure.
before you do that,
Yeah.
I'd like to pull up and stop on the yellow line here on the left. Don't worry about the driveways on this occasion.
So mirror, mirror, and then I'll just pull up on the left. Because I know in my car I can park pretty close to the pavement without scratching my rims.
Cool. That's an important point. Were you worried about scratching my rims
Of
in
course.
my car? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of students feel that way as well.
Yeah.
So it affects the way people can drive, doesn't
Sometimes they'll be too wide because they're
Yeah.
worried about hitting the curb.
it?
Yeah.
When you're ready and it's safe, drive on.
Thank you. So I'm looking around. And I'll put my signal on. There's a car.
What's worth mentioning to people learning to drive is on your driving test, when the examiner says disregard driveways, what they mean is that on this occasion you're allowed to stop in front of the driveway. So these old terms, that's why I was saying I prefer things in the States.
To
Because
keep things more simple.
Yeah, it's just the old language. It gets lost in translation, you know? It's like the rigid part of the headrest, 3/4 breadth and the entire circumference. Like,
Long-winded.
why do you have to explain it that way?
Yeah.
This isn't law.
Okay, I'll give you another one then. Because I get a lot of sometimes people saying in the comments and stuff on my channels, yeah? Gear 1 or first gear. Does it really matter which one you say? Sometimes I say gear 1 and people are like, oh, it's not gear 1, it's first gear. But for me,
I don't
it's
think
like,
it makes a huge
if the person
difference.
knows what you're talking about,
Yeah.
they know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, true, yeah. So I try to change the way I explain things to people because I understand that. You know, if someone prefers gear 1, I'm going to say gear 1. If someone prefers first gear, I'll say first gear. I'll try my best.
Yeah, if it's an individual, obviously, but I mean, like, just in general. Yeah, if some people know what you're talking about, then that's all that matters, right?
Right, what I'd like you to do is take the 4th exit on the roundabout, turning right.
Okay. Mirror, mirror. So I always tell my learners, plan your exit before you get onto it. So I'm thinking 4th on the right is going to be somewhere over there. And I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 is over there. So I already know where I'm going to go before I go into the roundabout. These cars are going that way. And I can make a move. And I'm going around, checking my mirror because there's a car right next to me as well. So that's the 2nd. 3rd is over there, checking my left mirror. Signal left. There's a cyclist right behind me. He's quite fast. But he's gone the other exit, and now it's
surprising the amount of speed.
Yeah,
that cyclist was
right behind me. Yeah, and it's weird because he's obviously supposed to give us way, and most drivers won't come out on the roundabout and get that close to you. But a cyclist did get that close because sometimes I think they feel like they can because they're a smaller vehicle. But if you're not careful and you slam your brake, for instance, don't worry, mate. It's 20, yeah. You're not gonna get me on speed.
You know what? It's so hard because I can't just do a glance to see your speed.
Oh yeah, because on your screen it's just there, right?
So in the Ford Fiesta, I have to lean my head over to see the speed. Now I have seen the arrow was a little bit over 20, but can I mark it if I haven't seen it exactly where it is?
Yeah. I don't.
It's straight ahead. Let's
Okay.
just follow the road ahead.
That's interesting. You said he was over 20 when you looked at it. From your angle.
Looks from the angle that I can see where the needle was, and then when I moved my head over, it was higher than when I actually moved it to see. And then when I saw it was at 20, like you said, it was at 20. But previously it looked like it was
above.
higher. So
that's interesting.
now I didn't really see if it was higher than 20. I just saw an angle.
No,
That's
it
what I
wasn't.
saw.
It wasn't. Yeah.
So I can't.
That's interesting.
make
So maybe when I'm looking at my learners doing the thing, I might have to.
I can't pinpoint it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When mine's a digital display, so you'll see.
That's
exactly
why
what
you will see
number.
examiners leaning as well, though.
Yeah, they lean to look.
And I always say,
Gotta see.
if the examiner does that on your test, you need to check your speed as well. It doesn't mean you're going too fast. It doesn't mean you're going too slow, but double check it anyway.
Yes, that's true, because you could be going too slow.
Yeah.
Right, what I'd like you to do is follow the signs. So we're going to start your independent driving.
Okay.
I'd like to follow the sign to M3.
M3. Okay,
Yes,
so I
please.
can see from the roundabout and the sign there, that's 3rd exit to the right, and it's going to be that way. It's quite a big right from the diagram. So I'm positioning myself to the right from early, watching out for any vehicles that might be going a bit into my lane. Mirror, signal because I'm quite close to the roundabout. Checking the exit from earlier, I can see there's the first one was over there, second one was there, third one was over there. Okay. I'm also looking at the lights on the roundabout as well. Are there any traffic lights in the middle of the roundabout? Because I don't want to go in there and then suddenly get confronted by a red traffic light without realising. So I'm looking out for that as well. And I can see there's cars that are stopped over there.
Have you ever seen a roundabout that's got half traffic lights, half no traffic lights?
Yeah. Aphids corner.
Why?
That's exactly what my girl asked me the other day. She was like, I think it's just for traffic flow reasons. Because where there's no light going into the roundabout, yeah, there's usually lots of traffic coming from that side.
Yeah, from
and
that
if
side,
they keep putting red lights on there,
Yeah.
that traffic's going to build up all the way down the road.
Yeah.
So I think that's the reason. Okay, so make sure the light's still green. Keeping an eye on my exit still. Checking my mirrors to see who's next to me. This light is still green as I'm going through. Going around. So those cars on the left now should stop. I'm going to signal left to come off. I'm going to check my mirror again, aim for the left lane. I'm off. Now it's 40 miles an hour. There's a little kid walking in the road, so I'm just going to come off the gas. And going to 4th because now it's 40 miles an hour. And I see Scott hiding the test sheet. So and I saw you marking something down, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna worry about my drive.
Psychological warfare.
Just take some random thing. All right. I'm just gonna put my sun visor down because it's getting a bit sunny now. Okay. So I can see that yellow car on the right there. I don't want to undertake him. I'm checking my speed again because it's 40. I'm sticking to 40. Checking my mirrors, who's around me. And so far it's looking nice and clean. Not too much going on around here.
Okay, Mark, when it's safe, I'd like you to show me how you would wash the front window using the wipers and washers.
Okay, so it's just simple. Just press this button here for a couple of seconds, then let go, and it's washed.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Okay. So a little bit of traffic here.
I swear to God, I look like a big fairy cake. This is the base, and this is the cherry. Lemon
Is it a filter?
Huh? This thing makes me look like I'm huge. Okay. All our cameras are beeping at us today like crazy, aren't they?
Yeah, it's not a good sign. I used to get stressed sometimes when I used to hear that. Now it's like, oh, whatever. So you win some. No, you can't. Sometimes you can, but you know, as long as you got enough footage, should be alright. Are we still on live?
We are.
So we're doing a mock test, and I'm on live as well, guys. So this is a bit, you know.
So a lot of people were kind of saying, why is he talking so much?
Oh, right now.
Yeah, I think they think you're a student. So it's for everybody that's watching, this mock test is a driving instructor mock test. Just in case anybody was wondering. So
Okay, well, I was talking too much.
if you guys want to go check out, everybody that's watching this on YouTube obviously knows, but if you want to go check it out, go to Driving Test Tips, YouTube, and you'll see Mark's channel there. So just check out Mark, he's an excellent driving instructor, you'll know who's driving. So obviously you'll drop out the live, but if you want to go check it out, go check out YouTube, Driving Test Tips, or actually on TikTok, much better. Just check out Driving Test Tips on TikTok. You'll see his TikTok channel, which is amazing, by the way. So if you want any fast test tips in like under 2 minutes, go check out Driving Test Tips on TikTok. You'll get it all there.
Thank you.
Right, we've got a little bit of traffic, but I hope it will probably ease up a little bit.
It's that time though, isn't it?
In fact, I'd like you to now follow the sign to Whitton.
Whitton.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, so I can see it's going to be right at the roundabout, so I'm going to go into the lane nice and early. Just signal. Hopefully someone will let me through. No rush. So in these situations, a lot of learners will leave it too late and get really close to the roundabout and then try to change lanes. But I'm going to go into the lane as soon as I can, when it's safe, obviously. So just going to keep checking my mirror. Okay. No rush. I'll make sure the person next to me has seen my signal first before I go in there. So these two vans look like they don't let me in, but there's a space after this blue van, and I'll take it, and I'm there.
I think everybody saw the L plate and they're in rush hour traffic.
You're like, nope.
No chance.
Do you know what I like doing sometimes? Though? Once I go past the person, I just like to have a little.
I like to show them that you're not a.
No, not that. Just like, oh, you didn't let me through, but why? I'm just here now.
Oh, because you passed.
We're in the same space now.
Yeah, I know.
It's petty, isn't it?
No, it's not, because I get it. But I think you don't even need to wave though, because
no, don't wave. Just look at them. Like,
yeah,
just look.
Then they know that you know, innit?
Yeah, everyone knows.
Right,
All right, so we're going Whitton, which was to the right, third exit. So I'm just going to signal. Keep an eye on this light, make sure it stays green, and it does. Okay. I'm just going to go into this lane. I can see there's traffic building up just there. So I'm just going to aim for the middle lane here because I'm coming off the next exit. Signal left to let people know I'm coming off. Check the mirror again, make sure there's no one next to me. And as I'm coming off, check my right mirror. It's looking good. And then into a 20 zone. So I get a lot of learners that will rush to this spot here and then like slam the brake. Well, if you can see this traffic has stopped, you just approach it slowly, isn't it?
Yes, so that's what I was saying, one of the last skills of people learn to drive, because how far ahead are they looking?
True.
That's
They're probably
why-
just following the car in front quite fast. Whereas you and now will look like, oh, it's a red light, there's no point in rushing then.
Yeah, man. Look
True.
as far ahead as you can, and then you'll be able to plan early. What do you know about ultra low emission zones, Mark?
I know that it's near my house.
Right. How can you avoid it?
By not going past the A406.
Okay, so basically don't drive in that area.
Yeah, so the border, as far as I know, the border is the A406 and the 205 and the 205 in South London. The North Circular and South Circular, basically.
Because it's now been extended
To where?
So around my area,
Yeah.
like around Brentford, that sort of West London area, it's been extended out that way.
Okay.
Sounds like there's somebody that is in Greenford or around my area that wants to try and avoid it, but they might be in it. So what would they do then?
They'd have to get a new car or a different car.
Okay.
Or pay £15 a day.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right.
But quite a lot of cars though are ULEZ compliant.
So yeah, around the North Circular as well, is there?
Like inside the North Circular.
It's inside, is that right? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So it looks like that person might be using that.
Because
So-
Greenford is outside.
Yeah, Greenford would be outside, I'm sure. Yeah, they were just asking about if we know Greenford Driving Test Centre, which I do know very, very well.
Yeah.
And I haven't been using it for a while, but yeah, it's a fair driving test centre.
Yeah. Very, very hilly.
Very hilly, yeah. So if you're doing it in a manual car, you'd need to have really good hill starts.
Yeah.
Clutch control.
A couple of weird roundabouts there as well.
Yes, there are. Yeah. So you know about Greenford then, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
I do a few tests there, so it's kind of in between. So I can go to Hendon and Mill Hill or Greenford, the same distance, but I cover mainly Hendon and Mill Hill.
Yeah, I'd probably stick to Hendon and Mill Hill too, but Greenford's alright. It's probably a little bit less traffic around Greenford, but it can be a bit busy sometimes.
Yeah.
Your bit's always busy, man. Mill Hill and Hendon.
Is it?
Jesus Christ. Every time I go down, like, I love Pinner.
Yeah.
Because it's just dead
Quiet.
quiet.
Yeah,
man.
it's a different environment there.
Yeah. Right, at the end of the road, I'd like you to turn right.
Okay. So the end of the road is coming up, so I check my center, check my right, signal right. And there's 2 lanes here, so I can go to my one. Position myself just here. Checking both sides. It's looking clear on the right. Check one more time, and I can go. And I'm sure it's still 20 miles an hour around here, so I'm just gonna stick to 20. Well, I see the 20 sign up ahead actually.
Notice how I'm keeping quiet.
Yeah, it's 20 everywhere around here. I might just do 20 the whole time.
Pretty much.
I get asked that a lot actually.
Yeah.
With learners saying, can I just do 20 the whole test
Well,
and be alright?
no.
No. Why not?
Well, because it's different speed limits, right?
So what about if it's a 30 and they're doing 20 the whole time?
Depends, doesn't it? So what the DVSA teaches, what does the information show you? So go by what you can see basically. So what information you see? You see a 30 mile an hour sign? Cool. What kind of road conditions are you in? You know, apply that to your speed as well. And then that's what I believe. Do they mark that down as appropriate speed? What exactly is appropriate speed?
I don't know if it's
what it
appropriate
is,
speed
but-
or use of speed. I'll just
Yeah.
when I'm marking, I just mark it down whichever box because we
Yeah.
can talk about it afterwards anyway. And we know exactly what we marked down.
Yeah, and it does explain it on the test sheet as well.
Yeah.
Okay, at the roundabout, I'd like you to go straight, second exit, please.
Towards Twickenham.
Yeah, it's
okay.
the end of your independent drive. I'll just give you directions from now on.
Thank you. Okay, and approaching it slowly. There's that boss there. He's getting blocked by that blue car, but by the time I got here, he's gonna start moving, and he's turning right as well. So once he's out of the way, I'm gonna check for any cars coming from there, but then there isn't, so I'm gonna start moving. And watch out for this pedestrian. And he's going straight. So there's a bus, so there's a car coming down, and there is a car behind me. They look kind of eager to go quickly, but I'm not gonna rush because I don't want to cut that car up. And once they've gone, I can check my mirror and go because there's no one else. I'm checking for any pedestrians that might run in front of their bus, but it looks like it's good. And then I'm off, remembering that it's 20 miles an hour, keeping it at 20. So sometimes you get someone really close to you and then it's quite tempting to keep looking in that mirror there, but you need to focus on what you're doing. You obviously check them as well, see what they're doing, but don't focus all your energy on them because things like this happen. You want to be aware of what's happening in front of you.
Yeah, a lot of learners like fixate on who's behind.
Yeah, and they feel bad for going 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
They feel like they're holding that person up, or they'll start to move a bit left so that person can overtake.
Okay.
I don't encourage that at all. Just stick to your lane.
Yeah.
When that person has space, if they want to overtake you, then they'll do it. Don't make work for
Fight
yourself.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good word there.
And then
Yeah.
it puts you out as well, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
it puts you in a dangerous position. So
Exactly.
if you're too close to the curb, you're in danger of either hitting the curb or maybe something on the left.
And
Right?
also drivers behind, other drivers will think, oh, this person's pulling over. Then they'll all
There you go.
overtake you.
Yeah. That's seen as a signal then, isn't it?
Yeah.
So your position in the road is actually a signal to other people where you might go next.
A big signal, yeah.
People think signals are just indicators, brake lights, reverse lights, but the position, the lane that you're in, where your wheels are pointing. I preach where the wheels are pointing.
Okay.
So I don't actually tell people so much to look at indicators. I forget all of that. I tell them look at the wheels of the vehicle. So when you're at the roundabout and you're looking at it thinking, is it time to go? Some people don't know where the vehicle's going.
No.
So if you look at the wheels, you know where it's going, you might actually be able to make a...
But wouldn't you also look at the indicator though? Because if someone's indicating, let's say they're indicating right, but they also look like they're going left, I'd rather rely on the indicator. Because if they crash into you, and then and it's you went when they shouldn't have gone, but then they'll be like, well, I was indicating.
Yeah. So that's excellent. Just if you don't feel like going, well, another thing that I tend to say is when in doubt,
leave it out.
Leave it out. I haven't heard that one. When in doubt, leave it out.
In doubt, leave it out.
All right, cool. Because a lot of people don't know what doubt or don't means. I don't know. Anyway, so I'll use that one instead. When in doubt, leave it out.
Leave it out, man. Just chill.
Yeah, because it's not worth taking the risk, is it?
No.
Especially on the driving test.
Oh, we've done a loop, yeah?
We've done a loop-the-loop.
Ah, is this the road that leads towards the Chiswick roundabout?
It would be on the right.
Okay.
But you know the roundabout where
So which way are we going here?
We're going to go left at the lights, so turning left at the traffic lights.
Sure. And I know people will try to go around the bus stop first and then go into there.
Yes.
But you don't need to do that. You can just drive over it. It's not a bus lane, it's a bus stop.
Yeah, a lot of people call it bus lane, don't they?
Yeah.
So what about the bus lane? And I'm like, it said bus stop. Where are you getting bus lane from?
I think they just see the word bus and then automatically stop reading.
Yeah, that's it.
And then they see, they think it's a bus lane. Going into 2, checking the mirror.
So if you had someone that comes to you and says, how many hours or how many lessons do you think it will take? I know how to drive a little bit. What would you say?
I would say I don't know.
Okay.
Because it depends. Some people will tell you they can drive a little bit, but not be able to drive at all. And then other people tell you, I'm not that good. But then they get in the car and they're really good.
Yeah.
So until I see them actually driving,
Yeah.
I can't really, I won't ever tell anybody.
So you need to do like an assessment lesson with them, really, wouldn't you? To
Definitely.
get an idea.
Yeah. Just to see where they're at. And even then sometimes it's difficult because sometimes it takes a couple of lessons to see where the person is, like where they truly
might
are.
drive really nervous to start
On the first go, isn't it?
Yeah. At the roundabout, I'd like you to turn left, please.
Left, okay.
First exit.
Sure, and I can see a 30 sign over there.
Or exit number 1.
Yeah. Mirror, signal left. Checking the roundabout from the right. Looks like it's good. Check again, and then I'm off. Remembering that it said 30, but I'm also checking for any other signs. You see, sometimes it says 30 and then changes back to again straight away.
Donkey.
And then 20. I'm guessing 30 is if you go straight across.
Must be, yeah. Who knows?
But when you see a speed limit, when you turn into a new road, check again, because sometimes they change, just like now.
New road, new rules. I think that's what you say, isn't it? Oh, that's Desmond then. It must be Desmond. I say new road, new mirrors.
That's what most people say.
Yeah, new road, new rules.
New rules.
It's kind of cool because it covers the signs as well, really, doesn't it? New road, new mirrors just talks about mirrors. I don't know. Right, I wish I had my own sat nav here to see where the next road on the right is, so I don't say it too early. But I'm sure we'll see it. Alright, it's just here. Would you take this next road on the right, please?
Sure. So I can see there's a box for me to go into, which a lot of learners miss. So I'm just going to go into gear 1 and position myself like I'm parking in there. So it's nice and straight like that. And then I'm going to wait for this car. I'm not going to rush to go in front. Once he's gone, check my right mirror as well. And then turn into there slowly. Thinking about any car that might come zooming down. But there isn't.
Mark, I'd like you to pull up on a convenient place on the left, please.
Okay, so mirror, signal, mirror again. And stopping there.
Okay, Mark, this is the part of your driving test where, if it's safe to do so, I'm going to ask you to do an emergency stop, which is now called controlled stop, but everyone still calls it emergency stop. So my signal to you would be my hand up and the word stop, and at that point, that's when I'd like you to do your emergency stop.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, so if you're happy with those instructions, bear with me one sec. When it's safe, I'd like you to drive on and wait for my direction to do your maneuver.
Okay. So I'm going to do my blind spot checks, my all-round observations. And then check on my shoulder again, and then I drive on. So this one's going to drive normally. And then just wait for instruction.
Stop! Drive on when you're ready.
Secure my car. Around again before moving, checking on my blind spots, mirrors as well.
All right, good stuff. Well done, Mark. We're at Isleworth Driving Test Centre for anyone that's just joined us. Just to let you know where we are, we're heading back to the test centre now.
There's a car coming, so I'm just going to slow down a bit, let them go into that space, and then I'll carry on. So a very narrow space here with these two vans, so I'm just going to go into gear 1. Check my mirror as well, and it's looking good.
Less space, less speed.
Yeah.
And at the end of the road, I'd like you to turn right.
Okay, so I check my centre mirror, right mirror, signal right. Okay, those vans there providing like a blind spot, so I'm just gonna come out, checking both sides, and then one more check over that side. It's looking good.
At the roundabout, take the second exit, turning right, please.
Okay, so it's mirror signal. Checking the right. That car's waiting, but there's a cyclist who's indicating to turn right, so she has priority, and then I can go after she's gone.
So on your emergency stop,
Yeah.
people seem to believe that you stalled the car because you're in a manual. So
Right.
what's your answer to that?
I didn't stall it.
You didn't stall it, yeah.
No. You put your clutch down, so you brake and clutch really quickly, and it's not going to stall.
Yep.
What you don't want to do is clutch first, because you can fail for that actually.
Okay.
If you let the car coast a little bit,
Right.
I've had a learner fail for that before.
Yeah.
where they press the clutch. They were coasting all the time anyway. That was their habit. They used to coast all the time. And when it came to the emergency stop, they pressed the clutch and then the brake. And by that time, the car had moved a bit before he actually came to a full stop.
Yep. So it's going to increase the stopping distance.
A lot, yeah.
So that's brake first is going to brake first and decrease the stopping distance as much as possible. So brake, clutch.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Yeah.
More of that at TikTok. Driving test tips.
Driving test tips, yeah.
Right, yeah. So, what other advice about emergency stops? So, brake first, clutch second.
And then also, if you've once you've stopped, because a lot of people get excited about stopping, they forget to look around. Because when you're moving off again, you're supposed to look all the way around, which is what a lot of people forget. Because they're so, oh my god, I've stopped the car. Don't worry, it's 20 miles an hour, Dad. You like to keep me talking, so don't worry, mate. I know what I'm doing. No, when it comes to speed, I always, even though I'm driving normally, people always ask me this, like, they're like,
why do you drive so slow?
No, they're like, oh, when you're driving by yourself, do you actually do 20? I'm like, yeah, and I get used to it, then I don't speed.
Cool. So yeah, all-round observations. People forget that.
Yeah, they forget before they move off. You're supposed to do all-round observations.
What about if people do stall? So they forget the clutch altogether and they just put the brake. Will they fail for that?
I don't think so.
No.
I never had anybody.
They won't fail.
Never had anybody fail for that.
They would definitely pick up a minor driver fault, I believe.
For control, yeah, definitely for control. But you won't fail for that.
No.
To fail, it's got to be something quite a bit dangerous and a bit serious.
Something serious, yeah.
Yeah.
So increasing your stopping distance, so clutch and brake would be serious.
Yeah.
You know?
Because if you're stalled in a normal stop, you can actually just restart the car, can't you?
Exactly, yeah.
But if you go too far when your kids running the road,
you
can't really undo that, can you?
No. Roundabout turn right, second exit, please.
I'm just gonna keep my signal on so everyone knows what I'm doing. Checking my right, it's looking good. And I'll turn. I can already see it's quite a narrow road coming up there, meeting situation. And there's a van behind me. Looks like it's indicating he's trying to overtake me, but no, he's not. He's parking. That was very confusing to the other car as well. He nearly hit the other car.
Oh, I saw the other vehicle.
Yeah, very close. Yeah, because it looked like he didn't look like he was going to park there though. I thought he was trying to go around me. Okay, so we've got a lorry in our lane. So I'm just checking for any builders, any workmen. You've got to be careful with those guys as well, especially with the scaffolding. Checking mirrors as they go around. And it's looking good. Once we park up, do you want to go live on my one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm alright for the rest of the day, man.
It's not as popping as your one though. You're live.
Popping, man. Watch. It's going to go live.
Maybe you bring that that energy.
Dude, you and your 200,000 followers. Okay. Straight to the second exit. And I'd like you to take the next road on the right, taking us back into the driving test centre.
Okay, so I'm just going to check my centre, check my right. So when it comes to the end of the test, stay focused, because a lot of people think, yes, I've done it.
Your camera's
and
done
then my
it.
camera's done it. Yeah, it's alright though.
Take
we're
the
done.
next right into the test centre for me, please.
Okay. I was saying, yeah, they think, yeah, I've done it, and then they stop focusing.
Don't worry, just stop in front of the gate.
Because it's closed, right?
Yeah, just stop there, it's fine.
And then they, because they're not concentrating, they actually make mistakes.
Alright, and we'll get those gates open for you.
Okay.
Alright, so don't worry, we'll just chill here for a bit.
Should we just reverse there and then finish it there?
We can do, I can just open the gate for you now if you want.
Oh, you actually can open it?
Yeah.
I thought you were playing around.
Would you like me to do that for you?
No, I'll reverse back there if that's alright.
Sure.
I'll turn it around. Still looking everywhere. We're still under test conditions.
Yes. We haven't finished. The test isn't over until you switch the engine off.
I'm just gonna turn here.
Oh, it's my car! It's my beautiful car,
Mark! You scared me.
It's my beautiful car, Mark!
I see it. I'm gonna park next to it.
Get behind that baby!
I'm gonna parallel park next to it.
My baby! My baby! Come here, baby. No, can't show you baby. There's baby. Oh, you can only see its bum. There's baby's bum.
Okay.
You can't tell me that car is not cool, man. I will not mark this on the test as this isn't within the requirements.
Okay. I'll try my best anyway.
Yeah, you do your
Not
thing.
to get any faults.
Pressure on, pressure on. Honda E, yeah man, the Honda E. Oh, people have got to tell me, I've got to get people on live quickly just to say, when we're done this, like I've got to bring it over there and just see what people think of that car, because I'm in love with it, man. I'm so in love with it. I'm not even watching what Mark's doing right now. I'm just looking at that car. Right, the engine's off. That is the end of your test. Now, we have another dilemma. How'd you feel it went, Mark?
I thought it went good, yo, until you hit the test sheet. Why did you hide it?
Yeah, now that's a very good question.
On that roundabout.
Oh, you know exactly where then?
I know that's where you've done something, but
Tesco's roundabout.
no, with that cyclist.
No, it was earlier because I didn't mark it for ages because I was actually contemplating
What I had done.
should I make it a serious or should I make it a driver fault, and I'm still kind of contemplating it, to be fair.
Right.
Now, the reason why I'm contemplating it is because the vehicle that you may or may not have affected was a small vehicle, like the Honda E in front.
Right.
We'll see how Mark deals with this, and then I'll consider. Depends on what you say about that car now.
That's lovely. It's gorgeous. Look at it. Look at the curves.
It's so beautiful. Don't distract me. Serious now.
No, go on.
Anyway, so the car was very small. What happened is when you enter this roundabout, there's two lanes. You're turning right, full exit, Tesco's roundabout. Now, the lane marking in the middle is very faint, so a lot of people don't see it, and then they step over it into the left lane, which obstructs the traffic in the left lane. Now, we were quite a considerable amount over that line.
Were we?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very hard to see because, you know, you haven't got a camera here. Right? I'm not using that as an excuse. I wish you did. Okay. So we were over it enough, but because that car was so small, when I looked over my shoulder, I'm not sure if you saw me looking over to see how much it affected it, it squeezed through.
Right.
Do you see where I'm at now with making the decision?
Yeah.
Did you affect it? Probably not to the amount where you would have caused it to stop, but would you have caused it to slow and swerve a bit to get past you? You know.
So where is he going? He's going Tesco.
It's the Tesco's roundabout.
The car's going
No, they're going straight, second exit, and you're turning right, full exit.
Yeah.
So as you've gone in slightly into that lane, it's obstructed that traffic.
Right.
And it's, you know, it's had to swerve and slow a little, right, just to get, and it wasn't like you were on the line. Your tyre was like literally over.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so faint. And you know how you get to roundabouts and they curve?
Yeah.
Right, anyway, so I'm going to stop now. So I'm sorry, Mark, but for that reason, on this occasion,
I failed.
yeah, because if it was a larger vehicle, there's no, I'm not even going to question it. It would have had to stop. It wouldn't have been able to.
I know which bit
you.
you're talking about, but I don't think I was that much over. But if you
Yeah,
say I was,
I pulled someone over the other day. I make this as short as possible, and the car alongside rolled the window and dead. So thanks, mate. Everybody steps over that line.
All right.
And then he was on his way. So I feel bad because I
don't feel bad.
Yeah.
It's all right because I'll probably go back there and just check it out to see what you mean. Because remember, whenever we do these mock tests, it's always about learning, isn't it? If you go to a new area and you learn something that you might do in a different place, that's what it's about.
Yeah, I failed 2 now in a row.
What is it? Just pass him, man.
I'm only joking on this. No, I'm not. He's sitting there.
Lane discipline, yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's 2-2 now. No,
I feel like I'm being too picky, but you did say to me be strict.
I want it to be strict. Yeah, I don't want it to be like lenient. If it's something that you would have failed anyone else for, even be more strict than that actually, because I want it to be like, you know.
We can go back there and have a look if it makes any difference. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're done now, so I apologise. Please accept.
Why are you apologising?
Because I hate failing people.
No, don't apologise. Listen, when people fail, when I do mock tests, people fail. that's a learning experience for them.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
it
mean?
is, seriously.
Never apologize,
Yeah.
because people learn from that.
Yeah.
And people that are watching learn from that as well.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't really feel like you done me wrong or whatever. It's something that I came here for.
Yeah, so for anybody that's at Isleworth, it's important. That's Tesco's roundabout. That makes sense. It's a big thing.
Tesco roundabout, turning right.
full
If you're in
exit,
the right lane,
yeah.
just be careful your position
Yeah.
and make sure you don't, go too far.
Yeah, I would just take care there because there's very faint road markings. So
Remember, I did mention it. I was like, this car's next to me. I want to make sure like he doesn't get too close.
I think there was a different car. It was a different place because I marked it very late.
Which Tesco? That's the same.
So
Where
right
the
at the
cyclist
beginning.
was.
This was when you came back. The cyclist was there. So this is right at the beginning when you went there.
No. When I was going there, when I was going, the cyclist was there. Remember?
Oh, sorry. Yes, that was. Yeah, he was
And we're
really
going
quick.
towards-
He came after us,
Yeah.
behind us. Didn't I? was thinking about the yellow cyclist with the.
Oh no, not that mini roundabout.
Yeah,
the cyclist that was
so-
quite close to us.
Yeah,
And
that
that's-
was
and
the
I was like,
time.
that's
That
same
was the
roundabout,
time.
yeah?
Yeah, but it
Okay.
was before. So what? You clocked that vehicle next to you then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember,
Okay.
I was saying,
Yeah.
you saying in the video, I was like, let me just
Yeah.
make sure that he doesn't get too close to me because I'm going round,
Yeah.
and I didn't want him to be too
The
close.
blue vehicle.
It was like bluish.
Lady. Yeah, bluish. Yeah,
greyish
like a
looking
silvery
car. Yeah,
blue.
yeah.
Okay, I'm wondering if anyone's still on YouTube, still watching. So look, we're still holding an audience here. How is that possible? How hasn't everyone just gone? Like, what the hell? Usually people just drop off when we start talking about stuff like this.
Nah, because it's interesting. I
Okay,
guess.
cool. Yeah, so I just felt like my discretion was it was too far over the line.
Yeah.
If it was on the line, then I would have probably just put it down. I would have just probably not even marked it, to be fair. But yeah.
Should we quickly go back there?
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I would appreciate
Let's
it
quickly
because
go back
then I
there.
can show you and then you can make your mind up because
Then we can fight about it.
exactly.
Round.
Now I feel like it's a grey area. I don't like grey areas. I like things.
Because I saw that car, I was like, I was really
Before we
aware
go,
of it.
can you just stop it at an angle? I just want to show people.
Oh
this
yeah.
car.
Right.
Okay, here we are at the roundabout, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah,
Okay.
flip the camera time. Okay, so there are very, very faint road markings.
I
as
was
we
going
approach.
right, fourth exit, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So mirror, signal right. So I went here. I went like this.
So that time it was kind of like on the line though.
Where did I fail, Scott?
It was there, the jump there as you entered.
Oh, before I got in.
Yeah. So go back off, keep going. Come off this exit here.
Before I got in.
Yeah, so see if there was a van next to you. The
Right.
van wouldn't have been able to pass you.
Okay.
No? Try again if you want, and then.
I get what
picture if a
you
van's
mean. I
next
get
to
what you mean. I should have gone in there.
You can't go in there.
Can you not?
No.
It's top secret stuff in there.
Yeah, that's where all the staff go for. But you can take next left. It's a dead end.
Yeah, I'll do a U-turn in
Spin
there.
around.
I thought you meant on the roundabout.
Nah, at the entrance. Isleworth, yes, we're at Isleworth. 4-in-1 app. So I thought that was Ambrose again. So that's Ruby. 4-in-1 app, amazing too. Is that the same company or is that a different company? The 4-in-1 Ruby. Someone says you almost done it again. That's coming from Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah, Coolio in that, yeah.
Yeah. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Right, it's been a while. I've had a headache for like 3 days now.
Really?
Yeah.
Not COVID related.
No, not COVID related.
It's not one of the symptoms, is it?
It is.
Is it?
I think so.
Have you had the test? You're not coughing or anything like that, are you?
No. But you know, some people don't cough either.
They don't get symptoms
No,
like
they
that.
don't cough. They just get like whole body aching.
You haven't got that.
No.
Okay.
No, most people can't even get up. Like it's like the severe flu, isn't it?
Mm.
Right at the end of the road, turn right. What is the most common major or minor people fail for on the driving test? The number one reason for people failing the driving test for like at least 5 years in a row, I keep saying 10 years in a row, which I don't think is true, but it's almost, is observations at junctions. So people get to a junction and they don't observe enough, and then they go when it's not safe to go usually, or they just don't see the vehicle and they drive out in front of it, and then they fail the driving test. So
I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna spin around and go that way, yeah?
See if
So,
you can
so,
hug,
so I came here.
hug the central reservation, see if that makes a difference.
So you're saying I went like,
that line?
hold on, so I went like this.
Not quite like that. It was a little bit.
More left.
No, it was a bit more right, innit? But the kind of like that, but the back's sticking out because you went in too early. Do you want me to do it and I can show you?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. So just imagine if there was a van trying to get past you.
I've done it deliberately more on purpose now to be there.
It's done more, innit? Yeah, it wasn't this far over.
Okay.
Mark's going round again, ladies and gentlemen. He's not satisfied yet.
No,
I
I just wanted to know where I went wrong, because when I do mock tests as well, I take my learners to where they've gone wrong.
Yes, I do that as well. A lot of people say, oh, it happened at this junction. I'm like, what junction? And then do you want to go back there and have a look?
Or if they've got a test, I'll make sure that if they fail for something, we'll go back there first before they reattempt the second test.